Mike, touching on churches, you're touching on education. Gordon Kessler, of course, we talked about that at length. But education, this is probably closest to my heart, maybe than any subject. I think you know this. I was raised by teachers in Montreal I call it the noble days of public education. Once again, coming out of the 50s. My mom was a teacher, my grandmother was a teacher, and my great-grandmother was a teacher in Montreal. My grandmother in Dorval, Quebec, taught a one-room schoolhouse.
Yeah.
Where all 7 grades were in the schoolhouse. And Mike, to this day, we're talking 60 years later here, I still hear from people who had my grandmother as a teacher.
Yeah.
And we're talking the 1940s and 50s. And this is what public education was all about. The teachers working with the parents and the students. The change, and the big change, speaking of old Canada and new Canada, is of course, these top-sided bureaucracies, school districts, school boards down here. You can make $300,000 as a school board executive. What are you talking about? I don't want to speak for my mom, my grandmother, or my great-grandmother, but I really believe they'd turn over in their graves if they saw the politicization of education, but also just the financial disaster that has been in order to pay for these massive salaries and bureaucracies, Mike.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And